Okay, easy fix for making rotational figures easier and more powerful, more spinning. And certainly the more advanced level dancing you get, the more you're going to want that and need that. If you're a beginner, forget this video, go to a different one. It's better to start learning with linear figures, but the more advanced you are, the more rotation you're going to get. For example, in waltz, you'll probably initially add a spin turn, and then you'll add pivots, and it just gets spinny, spinny, spinnier. So common problem I see for both lead and follow is we're too upright in the rotation. So if I rotate as one body, this is real efficient. But when I have a body in front of me, I need to have more of a, I'll say, a backwards carriage. Not with the knees. The knees are going to be forward. This is going to be forward. But I really want to take that head position behind. And for today's purposes, I'll show this in both a spin turn, if you're doing like bronze syllabus, and I'll show it in stationary pivots, which would be more of a like championship level type figure. I'll show that as lead and then as follow. So first let me show as lead. So can I have my model? And shout out to my models. They never know what I'm going to pull out of my keys during these videos. They're just winging it. So props. Okay. So let's just go ahead and do that. We're skipping the natural today, although that's obviously a natural turn as a turning figure too. We're just going to do the spin turn. So here's an upright spin turn, too tall, head center. 1, 2, 3. It darn near turns into an impetus turn. A legit spin turn, I got to get all the way around. Now, if I'm too tall and forward, I got to jack her around with my arm. And it's so bad. I hate being lugged around with your arm, drives me batty. And likewise, ladies, I'm doing the same thing. I'll show you a bit in a second. But instead, I'm going to exaggerate what a good, it's called centering the turn, but another way I think is easier to digest is thinking about keeping your head beyond the left foot, not in your center where it's going to want to be, but here. So here, here, here. So I'm always thinking about my head here, not here where Mother Nature intended, here. Make sure when you do that, you're going to pretend like you're lifting up a ball. Give me 2 shakes of lamb tail and me grab a ball. Okay, ball. I'll show that spin turn one more time. You might even think about holding a ball in your practice with your partner or alone. Do this in your living room. So my ball is up, up, up. When I lower the knees, you're going to want to drop your ball. That's just how we're built. So this is up, down, out. Okay, and now I'm going to show that as a follow. But it's the same principle. So let me show a bad follow. We'll just do the spin part of a spin turn. So I don't want to be totally centered. Centered, centered, centered. It just blocks him, and it's not that flowering shape we want, and it's real hard for him to get around you. He almost has to pull you to get you around. Here's a little bit better. So for follow, and I'm going to hold my ball as well. We'll show this from a couple different angles. I'm here, and I'm here. So if I were to put my keister to you, and go ahead and look up, I'm here at the end, not here where you're gonna kind of wanna be. His heavy bits are up here, so it's real tempting to try and put this forward, but I got nothing up here. All my muscles is lady, if I'm built like a normal lady follow that is. If you're a same-sex couple, this technique's gonna differ a little bit. Most couples tend to be, the follow is built more here. So let me show that again. I'm gonna hold my ball, and let's show from this angle, just so you can see the angle. Got my ball, and I'm low, and my head is out. So I'm low, even though I'm doing a heel toe, I'm staying low, even though I'm doing toe, I'm not gonna do toe. I'm toe, bent leg, elbow, out, ball. And go ahead and put your arm up to, yeah, here. Okay, so that should make those rotationals easier, and let me show pivots real fast. I'll just show as lead real quick, because most of you probably don't have this figure in here, but essentially we're going around the partner and around the partner. So if I'm upright trying to go around the partner, this is not real efficient. If I were, oh, would you mind taking that for me? If I were to show a really simplistic rotation, this, real hard to follow, real hard to lead her if she's doing that. This, we're gonna use the physics of that body to whip us around, and it's athletically gonna make your dancing 1,000 times easier to both lead and follow. Now we'll do it in a connected form, bad and then good. Centering. It works, but I don't know if you can see it, we're really kind of making each other go around. Versus here, this is gonna be way easier. We almost can't help but whip around. So it's the same principle. I know it's a fancier figure, but I'm thinking ball, forward, head out, instead of how we're built naturally. You're gonna wanna be real high up. And when you bend and go to a toe, you're gonna wanna rise up as well, just because you are a human being made of DNA. So anyway, that should make those rotational figures way easier, where you're not pulling on your follow, where you're not blocking and hanging on your lead.